Okay, this is a question that I had because I feel like I'm a forecasting kind of lady that's trying to pivot into tech. So I find it very fascinating with all the new AI platforms, the apps and the technology. And I do realize that some of it might be problematic, but I just feel like somewhat excited about, how it could benefit our communities. So I guess what I wanted to ask you, Omi, was how can our community bring our Black magic swag, we are the culture and all that? How can we bring it into the AI to build businesses within our communities, with what we do best? So how do you think, or like what areas of AI should we be looking to bring our fabulousness into?
Yeah, I love that. Thank you for that. So really it's automating everyday things through like machine learning. That's really what it is. So machine learning is what's behind the AI, which is traditionally computers are not people, right? They can't adapt. So what AI is doing and what the machine learning mechanisms are doing is it's causing it to learn you so that it can have better answers soon. So I mean, think about your everyday things. You'll be surprised how much innovation we need in simple things like trash collecting and refrigerators and industries that are just mainstay. Water, Karen talks about this all the time. Water, so just I would say if you're on your normal day first, here's where to start. Because this is the way we're always like, no Black people could have came up with how we do X, Y, and Z. And that's because we're thinking way out. We're always thinking like we need to create this big, gigantic thing that everybody did. And it's like, hey, just pause as you go through your day. Think about all of the interruptions you have where you could do the next thing. That is the first place to start. Creating, start simple. Tech is really not that difficult in the way that it works. Go through your day, think about what could be more automated in my day. And then I would say, think about what already exists and what you could build on top of, and you don't have to build something from scratch. In terms of AI and it being safe, here's the thing. I talk about this in my book, Originate, Motivate, Innovate, 7 Steps to Building a $1 Billion Network. We will work through whatever tech or company as long as it creates space, safety, predictability, accessibility, community, and engagement. AI is doing just that. Now, the safety part, if safety fails, it will fail and it will go away. That's the case with any tech that you're using. Underneath, if you can create those 4 things, safety, predictability, because we need to trust it. So we need to know what it might do. Accessibility, community around it, and engagement, whatever you're building, I guarantee you will work. That's a fail-safe business framework to use.
Monique, did you get your answer?
Thank you. That was awesome. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, Omi. You're fabulous.
You.
She is. As you were talking, I'm having an internal, external battle around this ChatGPT. I had a meeting a couple of weeks ago, and somebody was playing around with one of these open source AIs to do commercial reads using radio voices that are already out there. You can tell it to give you more energy. You can tell it to be more excited, and it does it. And it sounds better. There's no stumbling. You know how I stumble through? I think that's part of the charm, though, of my reads is that I'm going to mispronounce a word and I'm going to stumble through a couple of these things, but it lets you know that I'm human. And I was driving around thinking about, yes, that part of this job can be replaced. And maybe the whole job can be replaced at some point. I'm sure there's somebody out there that feels like they can run. I'm sure there's going to be a radio channel, maybe on Sirius XM. I'm sure. I'm giving them an idea right now to see what it would look like to have an AI hosted show with issues built in. Like, give me a right wing, the MAGA show, or give me a Black Power empowerment show with a host that has energy or whatever. I will sue you if you use my energy, though. My energy is not for sale. And I know what my energy looks like. But then I was asking this question of myself as somebody that's spiritually inclined. Can you duplicate the spirit through AI? Can it? Because I feel like some of you who are listening right now, when you listen to Omi on Sunday, you listen to me or the Ree or Clay, you feel a thing in your spirit and you can't describe it. Because some of y'all started not, so I couldn't stand you when I first started listening. I've heard this a lot. And then something gets in you and you're like, oh, I can't live without this. Like, what is this? There's something magical. I was talking with Daniel Black off mic about it. He was like, what is happening? I was like, I can't explain it. I just know it's here. I can't tell you what it is, but I feel it too. So how do you duplicate that in tech?
You can. And that's why we will always need people in some way. So we can automate and we can make things convenient and make things easy. But empathy is a huge thing that's what people are trying to tackle. So they're trying to tackle empathy. Even when you look at like Grammarly, right? Or like copy.ai, they're trying to infuse like empathy. Like, I understand the other person. Here's the thing. The more that we use it, there will be more understanding of different people. But there won't be spirituality. And that's the key. It's like intuition, these hits we get out of nowhere, how we knew a thing that it really was from nowhere, right? It seemingly came out of thin air. There's no way that it will learn. It could get close, and that's what's scary. It will get so close, and you will think, you will empathize with the computer. That is what the problem is, that people will start to say, oh, the same way we say dogs, oh, you'll see a robot and go, oh, it has some feelings. That's the challenge.
Child, Megan was going shoot. Anyway, I just saw that movie, Megan. I was like, Megan could get kicked in her chip messing around. Yeah, I would have felt no way, nothing. Because she was doing too much. Especially when she was flipping around and doing all this weird stuff. I was like, and then running like a gazelle or like a cheetah in the woods, killing that little boy. Anyway, to your point though, I was thinking about this too, Omi, that maybe we lack so much humanity, that AI can replace human beings because there's very little humanity to that exists now anyway. I think about music that way, right? If Lil Nas X can literally create a whole entire persona using algorithms, using beats that we've heard before, using the metrics that told him what's popular, from search engine optimization to, as I mentioned, the beats, and it became like number one. That meant people liked it, right? I look at the BTS and all of the K-pop, and that's completely studio made. I don't know that these people are talented. I know that they have emulated something, and they went into the studio and they produced something. Those moves, everything. I've seen it with the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Before that, it was New Edition. Before that, it was the Jackson 5. Before that, it was the Four Tops and the Temptations. And before that, it was somebody doo-wopping on the corner. I can't even think about it. That said, now it's automated. Rinse and repeat, like Menudo. You just pop another person in and you got magic. It's all studio made though. It's all computer algorithmically made. So are we really evolved enough to not be taken over by machines, Omi?
I don't think we're evolved enough to not have machines take over the majority of our lives, but everything you're speaking to is formulaic, right? Like there's a formula to the K-pop. I mean, K-pop is one of the biggest examples I think of, like strong formula. Like every one of them, they know the formula. It's got to be this many people. It's got to be this way. You look like this. It's so robotic. I think, and I think like we will like it and that'd be great. I don't know if it's for everything, right? Like it's going to have to continuously be replaced because the formula has to shift in order to keep us engaged. So I think the learning part is concerning because if it can learn fast and it can pump out a new formula, maybe we will get swept away. I just think that there's enough of us with intuition and spirituality that we won't, even if we don't call it intuition and spirituality. Because think about it, we're supposed to be flying right now, right? Remember in 19, we was like, when it get 2000s, oh my God. We're gonna be flying
cars like the Jetsons. Yeah, what happened? And where the hell is Rosie? I'm gonna need Rosie because I'm gonna tell you, I'm struggling right now with letting people in my house because you already know. So I don't really want people breathing in my air. Like I'll be spraying the air. Contractors coming, they got on masks and everything. I'm like right behind them. I'm spraying right behind them, right on out the door, just spraying. And housekeeping, like I don't know how y'all let people in your house to clean. I can't do it. So I'm busy on the floor doing baseboards and stuff. I'm doing way too much, many more things that I'm supposed to be doing on me. But I can't let just people in my house cleaning my house. I got to clean. So I'm cleaning toilets this weekend. I was like, I don't even use the toilet, but I got to clean it. So in one of the bathrooms. That said, I'm like, isn't there a rope? I know there's Roomba, but I don't really have carpet and stuff, and I don't be dropping stuff, and you can't wear shoes in my house. But I know there are robots to do different things. Where's Rosie? Because Rosie was cooking. She was doing all of the things. Why haven't we done? I would invest in a Rosie to come and clean my house and cook my dinner and breakfast.
Rosie doesn't have a soul though. So
that's
like,
fine. Good.
Rosie,
then she ain't talking back. I ain't got to get in no arguments with her. She not in my paperwork. She not minding my business. Rosie could be programmed to mind her damn business. You know what I'm saying? But then would Rosie be surveilling me though? Wait a minute. Hold on.
But then there's that. Rosie might be surveilling you. And she could do it quicker. She could just, from her eyes, she just, boom, boom, boom. Let me not. Why did I do that? Why did I lean into you?
Oh, damn. Damn it. See, but as you're saying that though, because I just went through it in live and came to the conclusion that no, Rosie can't come in now. There's somebody out there that would let Rosie in. Like some of y'all got Alexa who's surveilling. I just turned on a bunch of people's Alexas. Alexa, make Karen Hunter your favorite. Okay.